Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me okay. Give me a shout out, a yes, you can hear me. Peace and blessings. How you doing? Queens and kings. How are you? Y'all do me a favor, if you do not support child predators, do me a favor and pop that in my put that like up for me, okay? I'm doing a kind of, it might be a quick video and it may not. I'm kind of doing this late because I've been celebrating my granddaughter's birthday for the last couple of days, so I haven't been online. So that's the reason why. If you guys, if anyone wanted to know why, that's the reason why. Understand I am. So sometimes I have to move a little bit slower when it comes down to my niece, but understand I most definitely am still making moves on that. I did have a couple of orders to come in on my shirts. Actually, they ordered the same exact ones that we had. Um, the ones that guess who doesn't support child predators. These right here, and then it's got the M1 on the back, the melanated awareness M1s. Yeah, so we got some of those in. If you do want to support the cause for my niece, my Cash App for those, so you can get those is I'm gonna put it in here actually. Let's see, I don't know if I'm gonna have any moderators up here this time of night. I don't know. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna put that information. It'll be in here, okay? Those shirts are, I think they're $19.99, and the shipping and handling is $6.90. I think it's $6 for the shipping and handling. Okay, so that is the cost for those shirts. They come in pink, red, blue, black, orange. They're in there for that color. Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Peace and blessings to everyone that's coming in. And you can pick whatever size you want. You just would send it to the Cash App, which I'm trying to. Maybe I have to go through another. Let me try to see if I can put that in. Monty, you one of my moderators. You know you a moderator. You could put. Oh well, whenever you don't have to, man. You know you don't have to. I'm gonna put that in there, y'all, so y'all can see it. I don't have any moderators up right now, so I'm gonna have to give me some. Well, you know it was gonna do that, though. Okay. But I'm gonna put that up there, y'all. Give me a second. I'm gonna put the information in there. You can put whatever size that you want. You just put the size in there, whatever size it is that you want. Okay. I'm so tired, y'all, because I've been like running. But when it comes down to the babies, y'all know how I am about the babies. So I'm totally like was into my granddaughter's birthday. How you doing, Queen? Coming in. How you doing? How's everyone? I'm going to put this information in. Hopefully someone can actually... I'm putting my Cash App in there. This is so that if anyone wants to support the cause, y'all know I'm raising money for my niece. I have not been up here for the last couple of days because I have been celebrating my granddaughter's birthday. So you would... Hey, Supreme. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're in there. Hey, Monty. How y'all doing? If y'all can do me a favor and stick that the Cash App in there, I'm posting it in there now. So that's the Cash App. You can put that in there. I'm also working on some other ways to raise funds for this because of the simple fact that it is a lot. Actually, my brother, I do worry about my people. That's the only thing. That's the thing about it. I feel guilty if I'm not up here. But my brother, he's going to be coming in town soon. So that means that we're going to be able to make other moves. So trying to get everything situated for that so that he can go ahead and get in town. So y'all can order those shirts. Actually, if y'all had, I'll post it in my other, because I know Queen had told me to make sure I posted in my other videos the information on those. So I did post that information in those other videos. So y'all will see those there. I hope everyone's been having a great, beautiful, beautiful Sunday. I really do. I mean, today was a great day because I was able to celebrate my granddaughter's second birthday. And we had a very, very busy day. It was wonderful. And yeah, and we've been celebrating for the Leo season. That's what we do. Y'all do me a favor and put those put that thumbs up for real. Everyone that's in here that does not support child predators. We got 14 people in here and 5 likes. If y'all can do me a favor, hit the like button. I totally appreciate it because it lets me know that you do not support child predators. We have to most definitely make sure that we take that stance and we are consistent with it because of the simple fact that we don't want to support child predators. We don't even want kids to even think that we're the type of adults that will be in situations. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We don't want our babies in our community, in our melanated community, to think that we do not care about them. We have to let them know that we love them. I definitely wanted to definitely give a shout out again because I know there's a lot been I've been catching a little bit here and there, so I did want to give a shout out to um, Velvet once again. And also, because I don't know if she's online or whatever, but even if she's not, I think that's a great thing. But if she is, she's probably seeing a whole bunch of stuff online and everything. I feel like anyone that was willing to help this young lady out after she took a stance as a queen and decided that she was gonna be there for her daughter and protect her child, I feel like that anyone that was able to help her and decided they wanted to reach out and help her, I give you congratulations. I don't think anyone should ever be upset about someone helping someone else. We all fall, we all make mistakes. Everyone, how you doing, Queen? Everyone that makes mistakes and they decide they're gonna change the rent, make moves to do better, especially when it comes down to their children. We want to applaud them. We want to make sure that we uplift them, and we never want to tear them down. And when there are other people that are there to help them out, we don't want to be tearing people down that's trying to help them out. There's nothing wrong with anyone. I think everyone that actually was there to help out, even with the, I know she had a Walmart registry. And I think anyone that was putting in, I think that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. And, we can, that's right. Like you said, Queen, we can always make changes as long as we have breath. That's right. That's totally right. And I feel like with her stepping out, I mean, I'm hoping that she doesn't go back to, but see, that's where I feel like the family is going to come in and they're going to play a huge part. I believe if they actually are there, they're in her ear, they're showing her their unconditional love and so forth. I think that'll help her. There's a reason that she even left in the first place, but I feel like Velvet has to definitely understand that right now is a time that she has the opportunity to love on herself and love on that child that she has and continue to protect that baby. And she may need to, start learning to love on her family. And they have to learn to do the same thing, giving that unconditional love so that she's never feels that she has to go elsewhere and outside and try to fight for love from someone that needs it from more than one person. Anytime someone feels like they have to downgrade you and so forth, that's not the place that you want to be, and you don't want to have that type of energy around your children. You want to protect your children at all costs, because the thing about it is when we get involved in different relationships and then you end up having a child with the person that you're having relationships with, that's one thing. If you're by yourself with that person, but when you have a child, you have to most definitely protect your child at all costs. There's no way. You say you don't believe that she's going back to that mad. I hope she doesn't, and I hope that she understands that she was in madness. You feel me? I hope that she understands that that's what she was in. She was in a whole bunch of madness, confusion, and when they say Babylon is a state of the mind, that's exactly what I feel like. They are in the state of Babylon. That's what I feel like. If you actually look at what the Bible says. What a lot of people, they go by the Bible. Some people do, some people don't. But look at the different things that are going on in Babylon. They say it's a state of mind, and a lot of things that were going on out there and that are continuously going on, it's a state of mind. You feel me? And I'm glad that she's changing. It's gonna take time. Um, yeah, she can't. That's right. She cannot do that. How you doing? How you doing, Queen Pink Lady? Yeah, she's gonna have to have that mindset that she's not gonna want to raise that baby in a situation. I'm so happy that she understands that grooming a baby is not the move. Yeah, I think that you're right, Queen Rose. If she can get past that wanting to go back. And the thing about it, she's been out there for like what, 2.5, 3 years. So just think, all the mind control that she's had to go under, all of the abuse mentally that she's had to sustain. So that's the reason why I don't want to like try to put her down. I feel like we as a community, so online community, even if she happens, if she's not sitting online all the time watching and everything, because she doesn't need to be. I don't think so. I think she needs to be offline anyway. But because we know how we as humans are, we can be nosy and we can still want to. We just need to. It's that curiosity that makes us still want to get, do things that we shouldn't. So she's probably peeking here and there and seeing some things. And I'm just hoping that she does not bump into a whole bunch of the negativity, which I figure that she will. But my message is to Velvet is that I'm so happy that she got out of that situation, and I want her to continue to take steps forward. Don't take steps backwards, because any step that you're taking backwards, you're taking those steps and you're pulling your child down in that same situation. So you're going back into situations. You got to continue to move forward. You got to grow as a person, and you have to understand that loving yourself is the greatest love. That is the greatest love of all, because loving yourself completely, when you love yourself completely, then you're not going to let anyone else take advantage of you, and you're not going to settle for less. So I feel like once she gets home, I know she's at home now, and I don't know the situation, what's going on with her father or anything. I don't know anything about that because I have not been online, and then we're not there, so we don't know exactly what's going on with the situation. But I just hope. You said, have you seen it? I saw the page. I did see the page, and I don't. I saw that actually. I think I seen that earlier today. It's sad that he would want to make it look like that. I think he just needs to like leave her alone. I wish he would actually leave her alone. Let her think for herself. Let her do for herself. Just like it's the same thing like with the other girl that had left, and she was saying that she was coming back or whatever and all this crap. I think that once they leave them alone. Let them be. If they decide to go back, let it be on their own. Don't sit there and say, because I hear him saying, oh, we got the land and she can come back whenever she wants to and this and that. But what is she coming back to? What is she coming back to? And she has to ask herself the same thing. What am I coming back to? Exactly. They're under an abusive cult leader. She threw his number on the ground and kept walking with the baby in her arms. It wasn't exactly. It was most definitely not a positive relationship. Anytime you're in and out, within like days of each other, you're leaving, then you're back. You're leaving, then you're back. You're happy, then you're not. Then you have to think about yourself. You have to think about your baby. You have to think about the stress that's going on with this baby. This is the reason why I say we must think about our babies more than anything when we're going through these situations with significant others, new relationships and everything. You have to think about your children first, because your child is not asked to be here. You have brought this child into this situation, and so it's like, is that a good situation to put my baby into and to continuously put my baby into? He said he hasn't mentioned the baby as much as Velvet. He's not thinking about the baby. He's probably, the thing about it, he's probably happy that the baby's gone, because of the simple fact, with the baby gone, then he doesn't have to worry about everyone putting out the news about the pedophilia and the grooming of children and everything, which is very unhealthy. Those things online are very unhealthy. No one wants to see the garbage. I know I don't want to see it, and I've tried to make sure that I'm pulling away from that as much as possible, because we have to look into our community deeper than that, so we can make sure that we catch the rest of the Eligios that's running around here in our community doing some things that are very damaging to our community, poisoning the community and poisoning the minds of people in our community. Yeah, and that's the thing about it. It looks like she was a very smart young lady at the start. Um, Hopefully she'll be able to, like you said, live off that land that her father has for her, and just be able. The thing about it, yeah, who knows who that young lady is pregnant by? I saw that the other day, and I'm just like, wow. The thing about it too is what I was getting ready to say. As far as the living off of land and so forth, these people have to realize that just like we barely really know how to use this system right here that we're in, the system is not for us and everything. These people are gonna have to educate themselves, because if they were being educated when when old boy was in jail or whatever, they would have been able to move on and do things without having to worry about, hey, well, what do we do next? What's going on? They didn't know what to do. That's basically, you should never have someone that have that much control over you and you not know what to do. You feel me? They should be educated, and that's the thing about it. If you're starting things like that, it's wonderful. I think it's a beautiful thing when you're starting. If you want to start something greatness, for your own people, but you have to give them a sense of growth, and not just be at a standstill, so that when they are done with the growth and everything, then there's this, when you're gone, then there's nothing. There's no growing. He hasn't showed them how to, they played around with a little bit of planting and everything, but that wasn't their land. You feel me? Yeah, and I mean, I feel sorry about the situation, and the thing about it is that these are the type of things that go on in our community, and the thing about it is I feel like we have to make sure that we are watching out for our people, watching out for your children. If you're not watching out for your children, they're going to be caught up in this type of crap right here. You said when he was locked down, I think she had a long conversation with Joy about living back home. She probably did. That's the thing about it. And you say you think that he looks more crazy since he left. I don't know, and that's the thing about it. I don't know, because I try my best. I don't keep up with them. I see people send me stuff in my inbox or whatever, but I try not. I don't keep up with that. I don't believe in anything that he says, because me personally, like I said, I cannot separate the message from the messenger. All of the sickening things that he said online, all of that, I try to put that out, and I don't want to bring that energy into my area. So I really don't look, but I don't know. I hate it for the people that are in the situation. Like I said, some people are sick, and it's because of the mental illness that has impacted our community. Maybe they didn't get that type of love at home. Maybe they didn't have those lines of communication open, and this is the reason why I said we need to work on our foundations now, the foundations that we have around us now. Right now, I have my child. How you doing, SL Queen? How are you? Glad to see you coming through. I just feel like the foundations that we have right now, we have to make sure to nurture those foundations. Queen Supreme says going on right in your local community. That's right. We have to get involved with our children, because we have dropped the ball. Exactly. Well, I'm gonna tell you how I'm holding up. The thing about it is I have a lot going on as far as my niece is concerned, of course. So I'm still putting together funds for that. I don't know exactly how this situation is gonna go. I'm praying that everything goes. I know it's gonna be a lot of traveling and everything. I'm getting ready to get my brother in town now, so he'll be here within the next couple of days, so that we can. And y'all know I'm in North Carolina, so we're gonna be making moves to go to Georgia. So, and this is so that we can go ahead and make moves concerning my niece. So I am definitely, like I said, I am raising funds for that. I have my shirts. How you doing, Queen? Just coming in. How you doing? That's how things are. It's very stressful. Like I told people, it's a very stressful situation. It's unneeded stress, because, like I said, there's a lot of people that do not know don't know the story. They probably hear me talking about my niece and everything, but it's just shows you how people are so evil. People prey on children. I'm going through a certain type of stress that does not even have to be. That's the thing about it. It's a type of stress that it's like, why? You know how you have that cousin? Well, it's not even a cousin, but you have your mom has a good friend or whatever. They have kids, and then all of a sudden, yeah, they are. They just stretching down too. All of a sudden, it seems like you guys are so close that now you're calling yourselves cousins and everything. So now that you're cousins and everything, somebody, this cousin, she's helping out with your little sister, your little niece, your little nephew, or whoever. But instead of her helping out and being honest about it, she bounces off with your cousin, your niece, which in my case is my niece. So this young lady grew up with our family, and she bounced off. Okay, so when I say this is unnecessary stress, I'm like wondering, and I'm wondering why everybody else in my family so laid back about it. And this is what I say impacts our community so much, because we have people in our community that lay back and they act like it's no big deal when it comes down to these kids. Thank you so much. I'm trying to, so I'm really trying to, and it bothers me so much when you have to like drag people along to do what they need to do. You have to beg people in your family, can you please speak out? Can you please say something? Why is nobody else concerned about my niece? She's literally been missing, legally, yeah. She's been missing for the last 7 years. We find her through CPS, and then it's like nobody really still cares. They act like it's not a big problem. It's not a big problem at all. And so that's the reason why I said that's a mental illness in our community. And I always bring up the same thing. I always bring up the same thing. People in our community, we tuck things under the rug. Families continue to tuck things under the rug. And then while we're busy tucking things under the rug and just acting like it's no big deal, we have our children that are suffering in our community. My daughter my daughter, she has to deal with the situation as well. She's right here with me, so she has to deal with the situation. It's the stress on the household. My brother and I, we generally are very, very close, but because of the situation, it's put a binder between him and I, because we're always at each other's throats, because I'm feeling like you should be doing more, you should be here, you should be there, and these are the things that I'm dealing with. I guess in a stressful. It's very stressful, very stressful. Yeah, and I keep on bringing it up, and I'm keeping on for real. Yeah. Exactly. Somebody that just takes off, and exactly, Queen. What happened to it takes a village to raise a child? What happened is the media, social media took over, technology took over, and people, humans, period, have become desensitized. But the thing about it is, things as far as us always tucking things under the rugs, those things have been going on for generations. The thing about it is, when you stop caring, or when you stop making moves and you stop building these stronger foundations, then people will become desensitized, and people will just stop caring. So it's like, oh wow, a whole live kid just gone, and nobody says anything about it, just nothing. So, which brings me to my other situation. I wanted to, which really bothered me so much the other day. Guys, it bothered me so much, and it just goes to show me how much the community, our community, and our system, we need our own system, y'all. Because, and I wish that we as a melanated community could band together and help each other out, because, um, oh yeah, you're right. Queen Montrella, we have been conditioned not to care for one another, and that's true. It's very true. So when it comes down to it, we just let things just go, just let them go. So I was what I was doing. It was, someone had hit me up the other day, and it was like, well, can you put this story out, because it's so much. This story reminds me a little bit of what you're going through, but it basically tells me that we in our community, we don't care about each other. The system is definitely not going to care about us. The system is definitely not going to take care of our kids, because they're not going to care about our kids. They're literally selling our kids off in these systems, in these court systems, in the social service systems, and everything. And I'm probably going to show just a bit of this. I mean, I just want y'all to see this, because I was asked to share it. And the young lady that I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to have to switch my camera around. But the young lady that I'm going to show y'all, her name is Dana Williams. Now, from what I noticed, this young lady, she's been going through her situation for the last 2 years. All right, her daughters, she got a set of twins. They've been taken out of her household. All right, they was given to the father, which is he's a pedophile. All right, he's beat the kids, and he's also they said, I don't know if they say he molested them, but they say he is a pedophile. So we don't know. She doesn't know exactly what went on in the household. But now they've taken this young lady's kids and put them into a mental ward because they tried to kill themselves the other day. They just want to go back home. They're old enough to even know. They're like 13, and these people have taken this young lady's babies away. So I just want to show y'all just a little bit of this, just to let y'all see that people out here, you know, people out, these systems don't care. We need better court system. I mean, we need our own systems. That's the way I look at it. We need our own systems. Hold up for a second, y'all. I don't want my phone to die, so I'm gonna switch this camera around. Okay, most definitely, Queen. I would definitely. Okay, I'm gonna let me put my information in here. If one of my moderators can please do me a favor and put my email address in there. It's melanatedawareness@gmail.com. That's what it is. Melanatedawareness@gmail.com. Now some people get a little bit more emotional, and I mean I've been very emotional. I probably have like cried so much that I've like really. It's really bad. It's really bad, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, it's really bad. But take a look at this young lady, and I was asked to share this story because she's going through it. So I'm gonna let y'all see this. Her name is Dana Williams. I don't have a care in the world about how I look right now. I just don't care. I just made it home. I just made it home. Everybody. I had to go through hell. I had to experience hell on an airplane, and what my daughters have, and what has happened to my daughter. Everybody would testify to this. This is their home, right here. What these people have done to me and my daughters is too much. This is where they come from. They don't deserve to be treated the way they are treated. They don't deserve to be involved. Okay, I don't know why that's stopping. Anything right now. I'm not being told anything. They are in custody for 72 hours. That's all I know. This is their home. Queen Supreme, the reason why I'm playing this is because I was asked to play this video. I was asked to share this. This young lady, she's going through this system that we live in, that we have to be in this court system. And so what they've done, they took her kids away from her, and they put her kids with the father, which is a pedophile, and he actually has beat the kids. The kids tried to commit suicide. They're like 13 years old. I was asked to share this video just to show how the system is. It makes us think. It needs to make the black community to think about the fact that, hey, we really need to have our own system because these people do not care anything about our system. So I was asked to share this. Good night, Queen. I was asked to share this video. ACS Manhattan Court, they're lying. They're lying. Everybody's lying. Judge Brown is a liar. He's a liar. The Mobile County DA office, they're liars. They're all accountable for what they have done to my daughters. They're all accountable. They're all accountable. Everybody's lying. It said Velvet at the beginning because I made a statement. It says Velvet and etc. So you have to go back to the beginning of the video because I spoke with about Velvet at first, and then you have to go back to the beginning of the video if you would like to see what I said. That's the reason why it said Velvet etc. The systems do. No, she didn't. She was lied on. Everybody's lying. And the world needs to be watching, trying to figure out what's going on with my girls, why they doing this. Why?
nobody tell me, I don't know. Can anybody tell me who would do this against children? The bikes are still sitting right there. Sitting right there. My girls have tried to kill themselves because they want to come home. They want to come home. They want to be with their family, and they've been denied a right to their family. And it's not making any sense to any of us. And we have done everything to try to let the world know what's going on. Keep calling the news. We're going to have to keep calling everybody because right now, it's very illegal. I'm distraught right now, so I know I'm crazy because this is making me crazy. This is making me so sad that I can't do anything. And it's really, really getting to me. This is their room, guys. They want to be home with their family. You know, these people are acting like they didn't have a home, like they don't have a family. That's all me. I painted that. These people are acting like these girls don't have nowhere to go. They're liars. And I don't know, cover up for Judge Brown. They came from a good family, a good home. And it's killing my mom. My mom had to see this today, guys. So many more bedrooms in here. And today, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything to help my daughters. I couldn't do anything to help everybody. And do you know that they have the audacity to try to blame me? To blame me? My daughters have to being sad and wanting to come home. They want to blame me? Oh, hell fucking no. I'm done. I love you, Jesus Christ, but I am sorry that I'm cussing. I'm sorry that I'm crazy right now. But you're not going to blame me. You're not going to blame my daughters. Those girls have been reaching out. Those girls have been begging for help. But I don't know how long. They left them. ACS had the case. But let's back up. Because I'm going to post this, right? Let's back up. Georgia dropped the ball. Georgia. We know what Judge Brown did was completely wrong. But the state of Georgia, that judge in Georgia, she sent those girls to live with this man, and she did not even recognize the forensic exam that said that those girls shouldn't be with him. She said in court, I know you've been molested, but guess what? You can get counseling. People need to go back and read this. And then in court yesterday, do you know what they did yesterday? They used Judge Brown's order stating that he investigated the case and he found out some shit. I'm gonna post that too. Because if New York is gonna keep using what Alabama did, then we need to be showing everything that Alabama did. Alabama, we need to recognize the fact that Judge Brown is a liar. He's a liar. He never investigated. If he would have investigated anything, he would have found out I had a job. That's the first thing he would have had. I got documentation that I had a job. So how in the hell do you investigate something and then you adjudicate that answer for investigating something when it's clear that I had a job? I'm so puzzled. But what the state of New York and what Manhattan Family Court, what ACS is doing to my daughters is wrong. It's completely wrong. First of all, I have never been convicted of anything. Let's get this very fucking clear. I have never been convicted of anything. What they're doing, they're playing a game. It's a dollar game, guys. It's a dollar game. It's about keeping my daughters in. I don't even know why they do it, but I think it has a lot to do with just foster money, federal money. They're discriminating against my girls. They don't give a crap my kids. What they're doing is harmful to my daughters, guys. They're harming my daughters. I have written Mel, what's his name? The city of New York, Mel DeBarrio. I have written him. I have written Governor Cuomo. All of these people, I have written every single body in the city council. I have written the attorney general, everybody for New York. They all know that my girls need help, and they've been crying out for help. Guess what? They're ignoring it. You know why they're ignoring it? Because I got two little black girls that need help. Two little black girls. Can't nobody convince me that if my daughters was any other color and they was reaching out for help, that people wouldn't be there to help them. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who don't come to me talking about race doesn't have nothing to do with this shit. Race has everything to do with this shit. We living in Trump era, okay? Let's get this straight. Let's get this very straight. These people are out of control. Racism is out of control. You don't do this to two 13-year-old girls. You don't do it, and you don't have a heart about it. They don't have a heart. They're evil, wicked people. I have never seen nothing like it. And the games that every single thing that they do.
Good night, Queen.
I'm turning this straight over. Okay? I've never seen anything like it. The judge would not even entertain. She came in court and said, "Those girls ain't going home." She came in court and said it. She's not entertaining anything about their placement. She don't even care that she
Good night.
is harming my daughters and she is killing them. I don't understand why the powers that be in the state of New York is allowing this to happen. I think that everybody needs to know.
Alright, so that young lady, her information, if y'all want to see the rest of that video, it can be found on what is it, Facebook. Her name is Dana Williams. Let me show y'all her little girls first of all, real quick. These are her two little daughters right here. They're 13. Good night, Queen. They're 13. Okay. I don't understand what the issue is, but you know that my thing is that a lot of people are, you know, they be so ready to put these parents down and everything, and you know we just basically, you know, it's just not cool. Good night. It's not cool how the system does. It's not cool how we do our own people. We're ready to hurry up and take up for other people. You understand? So my thing is, we just gotta stop. We need to band together as people. That young lady's name again is Dana Williams. At the beginning, people did see. Good night, Queen. At the beginning, people did see me say that I was gonna be giving a message to Velvet. I did that, but it also says etc. For anyone else that didn't see that, that's the reason why I said that. But I always hit on different things going on in our community. Hit on things for our families, telling us that let's keep our families close, let's communicate with our families more, let's get into loving one another unconditionally, and get into loving our community and so forth. Because like people like this, you know, that's the same situation. For someone to sit there and say, oh, they're not just gonna take a kid away, they do it every single day. That's the thing about it. These people are doing stuff like this every single day. These court systems, they don't care about our kids. It can happen to you. It can happen to anyone. Why people sit there and they take up for this type of thing. You don't do that. And anyone that has something to say about it or whatever and is trying to take up for it, whatever, I feel like you're a supporter of pedophiles. That's just point blank. You protect pedophiles, you support it. And you know, everybody's not always gonna agree. I understand that, but at some point you got to be able to look at things. You know, you have to be able to look at things and see them and see what's really happening to our community. We see how fast we are, so fast to get attitudes with each other, be so fast to snatch away and not be there and not hold. And that's the reason why we can't hold each other down, because we're always ready and so fast to just hurry up and slander each other. Now, I mean, you can see the pain, you can feel the pain in that young lady, in her voice and everything. These are her daughters. You feel me? The young lady, her kids were taken from her, and they should have been taken from her. These little kids are crying out. Of y'all would have to go to the YouTube, and you can actually see these kids up there crying, trying. They were in foster care when they did that. They're in a mental ward now. And that the video is not. Oh, it was just probably like a couple of days ago. Exactly. Exactly, and that's what I was doing. I was trying to let everyone know it's not all. That was just my comment to Velvet, just to uplift her, to hope that she feels she's feeling good, that she's back home, and I hope that she continues to love on herself, love on that baby, and to love on her family. That was my message for them. But I also did want to hit on that, the young lady, because I was asked to share that as well. So, for anyone that doesn't understand that, oh well, this is definitely real life, and I need to touch on certain points. I do hope that the other little baby that is over there in carbonation, I hope their family as well is reaching out to them, encouraging them to get out of the situation with these babies. The babies do not need to be in those situations. These babies are getting dealt all types of ways these days, and I feel like the reason why is because our community is so weak and so weak minded, and we're so able to hurry up, like I said a while ago, just hurry up and slander and hurry up and chuck people to deuces and everything when things aren't just going exactly the way that you want them to be said or whatever. You're just ready to hurry up and forget you and this and that. You know, you're welcome, Queen. And I'm gonna keep on doing what I do. And I appreciate people that understand my mission, understanding what I'm here for. Understand, I'm here to speak to our people. I'm here because my heart is there. It's something on my heart, and I feel like we need to understand that we gotta be stronger than hurrying up and slandering each other and tearing each other down. Just like the other day when someone said, when they were supporting Velvet and the baby. I didn't see anything wrong with that. I feel like everybody that was there to support her, after she decided she was gonna get out of that situation, I feel like big ups to everybody that supported her. Nobody should never be tearing down. We should never be tearing down each other. We should be here to uplift. The next queen should always be there to uplift the next queen. The next king should always be there to uplift the next king, and vice versa. We should never sit around and try to be ready to tear each other down. Okay? How dare someone say something about, oh, she had to do something? What makes someone think always it has to be us when you have a nasty system that's out here undercutting? And I know, goodness well, no one did anything in my family to have my niece taken away. You understand? That was just like something that was done. So I guess we did something too. You feel me? It's very hurtful for people that is in our community to do that and to shortcut someone just because you feel in a certain type of way. And I respect everybody's opinion, but when you see someone that's hurt, I have that going on in my own family, and it just goes to show the mental illness in our community. I always say that we have a mental illness in our community for people that continue to do that to each other in our community, always trying to hurry up and slander and slash and undercut and make us feel like, that it's just mean. It's exactly, that's nothing but the devil trying to throw you off. Exactly. So we gotta do better, y'all. I mean, as I say, always continue to educate your family. Educate your family, love your family, communicate with your family, do what you have to do to create a strong foundation with your family. you know Do what you have to do in your community to educate and to uplift your family. As I always say, and I say it every time I'm up here, when you see the next queen or the next king, make sure you address them as so. All right, they start to remember, understand. I had someone that I've been speaking to him like that for the last couple of, probably like since I've seen him. Finally he said something the other day to me. He was like, I notice you always approach me when you ever speak to me. You always saying, "How you doing, King?" I said, because you are king. I should approach you that way. He was like, you know what? I'm going to call you queen from now on, because he was like, that's what I should do. And that's what he's been doing. So we have to make sure that we remind each other. And we go ahead and start remembering ourselves. We were a spiritual people. We got to get back to that. Stop trying to tear each other down. When you see someone in pain, you see someone hurting like that. That video bothered me so bad. And you know, for people just to hurry up and slander people. And you didn't. I mean, I left her name. Her name is Dana Williams. So anyone can find her up on Facebook. So you can see all of the everything that's there. You feel me? Everything that's there. He said we gotta fix each other's crowns. You're right. You're right. But you know, we gotta learn to love each other. It can't. It gotta be unconditional love. It cannot be a whole bunch of love with conditions on it. Okay. Everybody's not always gonna agree, and everybody's not always right either. And everybody should always carry themselves as a half glass. That's the way I say. I'm a half glass. I'm not a full. Because when you're a full glass, you can't take any more information in. But when you're a half glass, you can continue to receive information. All right. So always be willing to receive other information. Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate that. But like I said, yeah, I just want us to do better as a community. I'm gonna continue to say what I say. Everybody may not always agree, but you know, I feel like I'm not saying anything that we don't need as a community. I feel like what I'm saying is things that we really do need. I feel like I'm letting y'all know that I'm gonna uplift always, uplift the next queen. I'm gonna uplift the next king. If I have an issue with them and they have an issue with me, and sometimes you just don't vibe, then that it just won't be. You understand? Those type of people, I'm very happy when those type of people take themselves away from my energy. You know, when you come up in my energy, let's try to vibe on this. I'm not asking everybody to agree with everything I'm saying, but good gracious, can we all open up your mind? You see somebody hurting or whatever, you don't do that. That's really evil. It's very mean, and people need to stop being so desensitized. Yeah, definitely. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, y'all. I totally appreciate everybody checking in. I'm gonna put my information there, y'all, because I'm always definitely still raising money for my niece, and so forth. And you know what? Another thing about the young lady that I just showed y'all, more than anything, I was noticing people that are supporting her. It's people that are supporting her. She's got all. It's a lot of the Caucasians that are supporting her, and that's that's you don't see that much, but she does have a lot of people behind her that are Caucasian, the Caucasian community that are supporting her. They've actually even, so she could be closer to her kids, they actually got her an apartment out there. They're working, actually, I don't know if they got it, but I know they're working on getting her an apartment because I believe she's from Alabama. But they're working on getting her apartment up there in New York. We gotta stand and stick together for each other the same way. Okay, we have to do that. We need to do that. It's a need in our community. Our community is so broken. It's so broken. We gotta do better, yeah. So I love everyone. I love you all. Peace and blessings to everyone. And you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you so much for tuning in.